I just didn't want to put my family's life on the line.
So you were worried about him coming to get you.
Yeah, like everybody.
I simply didn't have any desire to risk my everyday's life, so you were stressed over him coming to get you. Definitely, like every other person, is big deal. Kicked the bucket. Tupac passed on. And afterward, there was the battle between who was the top rapper, now Nas, and Jay-Z's. And afterward, before you know it, Nas has a mental meltdown and he's removed from the game and saw Jay. Well, it's been humming of late with everyone's eyes on Miss Puma Wright. She's causing disturbances once more, dropping some reality bombs about the big cheeses in the music business, and think about the thing she's not keeping down the slightest bit. Panther's back at the center of attention, presenting some quite hot tea about Jay-Z's purportedly attempting to quiet her up by tossing dangers at her family. Now Jay-Z's been keeping things low-key since the entire claims against Diddy unfurled, trusting perhaps will disregard their long-term manly relationship yet. That opening can't stop, won't stop mantra, well, it appears as though Puma isn't become involved with it. She's calling Jay-Z out, saying he has a few obscure maneuvers at his disposal. Perhaps more regrettable than Diddy's word on the road is Jay-Z has his own repertoire, including some crude terrorizing strategies and problematic approaches to causing individuals to vanish immediately and inexplicably. As per Puma, she was truly terrified for her family after she let the cat out of the bag about Jay-Z's insider facts that he's been endeavoring to leave hidden. And yet, here's the thing, did Jay-Z genuinely attempt to eradicate Puma from the music scene? And for what reason didn't he hit her with a claim for criticism? Or possibly send a cut it out now is the right time to dive profound into this entire circumstance and sort out what's truly happening? So get your amplifying glass, since we're going to unwind this secret. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making such countless records together. You realize they made that multitude of records together. They shared such a huge amount in like manner. Okay, we should plunge into the show unfurling in the music world, so we as a whole know Diddy's confronting a tempest of claims left, right, and focus. Yet hold up, don't let all the turmoil encompassing Diddy occupy you from one more obscure figure in the music business, his nearby buddy Jay-Z. That's right, Jay's been under the magnifying instrument, also confronting his reasonable portion of disrupting allegations over the course of the years. Here's the kicker, very few people set out to stand up against him freely. Perhaps they're frightened, or maybe Jay's composition enjoying the positive momentum of his better half's clean as a whistle picture. You know, Sovereign Bay, and everything except think about who's been determined in getting down on Jay-Z. In all honesty, Miss Puma right now, a few people like to mark Panther as a trick scholar or a popularity-hungry clout chaser, yet others see her as an uncommon truth-teller in the diver Scion business. And here's what, Panther is no more abnormal to Jay-Z's reality. She was there in the background when Jay was beginning in the music game. In addition to, she's even worked for him as a foundation vocalist, seeming in his scandalous 2001 ET Turned Off Live collection. Gracious. And we should not fail to remember she supposedly dated the late Harlem legend Enormous L, who had connections to Columbia Records and was subsequently connected to Rockefeller fellow benefactor woman Run Yet Up. Unfortunately, Large L's life was stopped in a drive-by shooting, and his homicide case stays inexplicable right up till now. Yet here's where it gets delicious. As per Panther, Large L's passing was only the start of a line of puzzling passing that appeared to helpfully make Jay-Z's way to the top. In a viral meeting with Genuine Creations, Panther dropped sensation charges, proposing that Jay-Z might have wiped out his opposition to get his situation in the music business. Jay-Z on Undoubtedly and After Ward, huge L kicked the bucket, and afterward the Before You Know It, Jay-Z and Afterward. Now here's where things take a curve. Panther dropped a stunner that purportedly set Jay-Z off. It said that he attempted to threaten her and her family, sending an unmistakable message: stay silent about that specific point, or the consequences will be severe. And what is this subject that has got Jay-Z's quills generally unsettled? Well, it's, as a matter of fact, his previous companionship with the indicted wrongdoer, R. Kelly. Yet we should rewind a bit and give you some setting. Reports have whirled for a really long time that Jay-Z was associated with a few young ladies in the music business, including names like Charming Brown Alia and Crown Marie. There's even talk that he encountered B once when she was only 16 while he was pushing the large 3-0. Now Beyonce later guaranteed they didn't begin dating until she turned 18. Yet, hang on brief, Jay-Z let the cat out of the bag to Charlie Rose in 2007, saying he met Beyonce an incredible 10 years earlier. So how about we crunch the numbers, people? How long has Beyonce been keep music in that year? Well, that is impossible to say currently. We should jump into the dim waters of the E.R. Kelly adventure. There's an entire one more layer of tattle encompassing Jay-Z's association with Ayala's grievous N-word on the road is that Ayala turned Jay down, inclining toward Lady Run over him. And for those of you not in the loop, R. Kelly famously wedded a youthful Ayala, utilizing a phony ID as per Lady Run. Even after Jay-Z found out about R. Kelly's vile activities, he remained by him. They even delivered a joint collection called The Best Case Scenario. That very year, Aliyah died in a plane accident. Gracious, and here's another stunner. That very year, Jay-Z long last asserted Beyonce as his sweetheart. Now Lady Run, seeing Jay-Z's dedication to R. Kelly, regardless of his activities, began addressing Jay-Z's ethical compass. It was more kinship for myself and Kath for him. Yet he did things that I figured he could never do. So presently, I would resemble gracious. He would do that, and I would ensure it didn't occur. How could you feel towards Jay-Z? Realize I don't not feel anything. The distinction among Jay and Kanye, and I currently. How about we dig into the exciting bends in the road of this tangled story, happenstance or not? That very year, Aliyah unfortunately died. Beyonce's performance vocation, Sore Panther Wright, indicated that Jay-Z could have had an influence in Aliyah's unfavorable death, potentially as an essential move to make ready for Beyonce to climb to the privileged position as the R&B princess. As per Panther, Jay's underlying experience with Aliyah was at AMC fight in New York, where he wasn't the most blazing rapper on the block, but instead only a supporting represent the late enormous L. Anyway, when Huge L unfortunately died, Jay-Z apparently rose to noticeable quality, key being up to significant burdens in the business, including in all honesty, the infamous Diddy and his protege Biggie. Hang on close, since there's one more layer to this adventure. Puma dropped another sensation, proposing that Jay-Z's firm sponsorship of E.R. Kelly could be connected to his own inclusion in problematic exercises. Notwithstanding the stunning idea of R. Kelly's violations, Jay-Z's PR hardware purportedly got going to clean any proof of their previous brotherhood. The cooperative collection, the best of the two words, basically vanished for the time being as Jay-Z mixed to cover that piece of his past. This disclosure adds a dinky intricacy to the circumstance, alluding to a trap of privileged insights and embarrassments hiding underneath the outer layer of the music business. Panther's suggestion compels us to defy awkward inquiries concerning Jay-Z's thought processes and activities, raising questions about his trustworthiness and moral compass. It's a stunning turn and a generally turbulent story, leaving us considering what different skeleton maybe prowling in Jay-Z's wardrobe. Panther's story takes an evil wind as she affirms Jay-Z's endeavors to quietness her for uncovering his connections to A.R. Kelly. She communicates veritable trepidation for her family's security, careful about counter from compelling figures in the music business. In a strong move, Panther provokes Jay-Z to make a legitimate move against her, anxious to uncover his supposed bad behaviors in a court. Please sue me. I need to go to court, and I need to discuss large L on set. And she considers this to be an opportunity to uncover further insights about the business hazier underside. This conflict features the power elements at play, where standing up against strong figures can accompany huge dangers, while a